soul music fans and whoever is watching this video. Today we're talking about self-discipline and time management. And I quote, "If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self." End quote. Those are the words of Napoleon Hill. I'm Millie G, and this is Soul Music.
Tingo yambana kupinza pali ponze chabe tingo kambana chikwati chatu sichisebenza befo ine manje nayenda tingo yambana kupinza pali ponze chabe tingo kambana chikwati chatu sichisebenza befo ine manje nayenda
There is no area in your life in which self-discipline is more important than the way you manage your time. Time management is a core discipline that largely determines the quality of your life. As Peter Drucker said, and I quote, "You cannot manage time, you can only manage yourself." End quote. Time management is really life management, personal management, management of yourself rather than of time or circumstances. Time management is the ability to determine the events of circumstances. Okay, time is perishable. It cannot be saved. Time is irreplaceable. Nothing else will do. Time is irretrievable. Once it is gone or wasted, you can never get it back. Finally, time is indispensable, especially for accomplishments of any kind. All achievements, all results, all success requires time. You can't save time. The fact is that you cannot save time. You can only choose to spend it differently. You can only reallocate your time usage from areas of low value to areas of high value. Herein lies the key to success and requirement for self-discipline. Okay, so we're gonna talk about time, and I have a clip that I want to show you. It's really awesome because it does cover the importance of time and idioms of time that we can use in our daily lives. Okay, the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, says that 20% of what you do accounts for 80% of the value of what you accomplish. That means that 20% or 80% of what you do is worth 20% of the or less of the value of what you accomplish. Assess the true value of everything you do.
And that's how it is here at this barbershop. Clients always call because it's a good fit for you, it's very quick and easy to access, like I'm having right now, and the test and approval is unbelievable. Hey, no questions asked, very few hours left before it closes, and you can get your haircut today. Yeah.
Of course, what do you understand if someone says against the crop? Like maybe you can phrase it to the side. Maybe
Yeah.
me, I'm not
It's an idiom.
understanding.
It would actually mean that time is against you.
Yeah. Time to get
Oh, Like now, in which sense now, when you try to break it down?
So I say against the clock is like you're working within a specified given time.
Okay.
More like deadlines.
Ah.
Deadlines.
There you have it, folks.
Oh.
Deadlines. One's time, really wrong. Ahead of one's time.
Ahead.
Mhm.
Ahead
Yes.
of one's time. You've done something before the opportune time. Beat the clock is beating the deadline. Meet is a recap of what happened. Call it a day is finished in the nick of time. Split seconds, invest time in something. Put your life in it. It's about time. This is the opportune moment.
Oh, it's about time.
Kill time is delay.
Hey.
Money so as to ensure that you get the highest rate of return. You must be equally careful when you invest your time. You must be sure that you earn the highest level of results, rewards, and satisfaction from the limited amount of time you have. Think before you act. Before you commit to any time-consuming activity, you must always ask, is this the very best of my time? Lack of self-discipline in time management leads people to procrastinate their top tasks continually, causing them to spend more and more time on tasks of low or no value, and whatever you do repeatedly eventually becomes a habit. Many people have developed the habit of procrastination, of putting off their major tasks and instead spending most of their time on activities that make very little difference in the long run. Priorities versus prosperities. Setting priorities requires setting prosperities as well. A priority is something that you do more of and sooner, whereas a posterity is something that you do less of or later. You're probably overwhelmed with too much to do or too little time. Because of this, for you to embark on a new task, you must discontinue an old task. Getting into something new requires getting out of another activity. Before you commit to a new undertaking, ask yourself, what am I going to stop doing so that I can have enough time to work on this new task? Go through your life regularly and practice creative abandonment. Consciously determine the activities that you're going to discontinue so that you have more time to spend on those tasks that you can really make a difference to your future. Identify the consequences. One of the most important words in developing this discipline of time management is consequences. Something is important to the degree that it has serious potential consequences for completion or non-completion. A task or activity is important to the degree that it does not matter if it is done or not. For example, completing a course of study at the university can have enormous consequences that can impact your life for the next 50 years. Completing a major task or project at work or making an important scale can have significant consequences for your job and your income. On the other hand, drinking coffee, chatting with co-workers, reading the newspaper, surfing the internet, or checking the emails may be enjoyable, but these activities have few or no consequences. In other words, whether you do them or not makes no difference to your work or life. However, it is precisely on these activities that most people spend most of their time. Manage your time. There is a simple time management system that you can use to overcome procrastination. It requires self-discipline, willpower, and personal organization, but the payoff is huge. When you use the system, you can double, even triple your productivity, performance, output, and income. Before you begin each day, start by making a list of everything you have to do on that day. The best time to make this list is the evening before. At the end of the workday, so that your subconscious mind can work on your list of activities while you sleep. You will often wake up with ideas and insights on how to more effectively complete that task of the day. Then apply the A, B, C, D method to your list. A, must do. serious consequences for non-completion. B, should do, mild consequences for doing or not doing. C, nice to do, no consequences whether you do it or not. D, delegate everything you can possibly to free up more time for those things that only you can do. E, eliminate. Discontinue all tasks, activities that are no longer essential to your work and achieving your goals. Review your list of activities for the coming day and write an A, B, C, D, or E next to each task before you start. If you have several A tasks, rank them by importance by writing A1, A2, A3, and so on. Do this with your B and C tasks as well. The rule is that you should never do a B task when you have an A task left undone. You should never do a lower value task when you have a higher value task before you. Once you have organized your list using this system, discipline yourself to start on your A1 task first thing in the morning before you do anything else. Practice single handling. Once you have begun work on your most important task, you must discipline yourself to concentrate single-mindedly with 100% of your time and attention until that task is complete. It takes tremendous self-discipline to select your most important task and then to start on that task rather than do anything else. But once you begin to work on it, you will start to feel a flow of energy that motivates and propels you into the task. You will feel more positive and confident. You will feel happier and more determined. The very act of starting on an important task raises your self-esteem and motivates you to continue. Deep within each person is an intense desire to feel strong, effective, powerful, and in control of his or her life. You automatically trigger these feelings of self-confidence and self-esteem when you discipline yourself to start work on the task that is more important to you at the moment. 1000% return interest on investment. This A, B, C, D, E method seldom takes more than about 10 minutes to organize your entire day. But you will save 10 minutes in execution for every minute that you invest in this way of planning before you begin. This means that you will get 1000% return on energy from the act of planning thoroughly and setting clear priorities before you start on the first task. As you feel more moving toward making progress and moving more toward the task, your brain releases a steady flow of endorphins, nature's happy drug. These endorphins will make you feel more positive, focused, alert, aware, and in control. When you discipline yourself to push against your natural resistance to get started on your most important task, you get an endorphin rush. You experience this as a sense of elation, exhilaration, happiness, and high self-esteem. By completing a major task, you feel exactly like an athlete who just has crossed the finish line. You feel like a winner. The payoff from your excellent time management is never ending. As soon as you begin to plan and organize your time, set priorities, and begin on your A1 task, you will feel happy and more in control of yourself and your life. The better you plan and execute, the better you feel. Keep yourself focused. The law of forced efficiency says there is never enough time to do everything, but there is always enough time to do the most important things. Here are some questions that you should ask yourself to help keep you focused and working on your top tasks, activities, and responsibilities. Number 1, why am I on the payroll? Exactly what have I been hired to do? What results are expected of me? You must be clear about your answer to this question. Discuss it with others, discuss it with your boss. What are my key result areas? Of all the things I do, what are the most important results that I'm expected to achieve in my position? There's seldom more than 5 to 7 key result areas in any job. It's essential that you identify yours and then work in those areas all day long. That's your second question you should ask yourself. The third one is, what are my highest value activities? Of all the things I do, which activities contribute the greatest value to my company and to myself? You have core competencies that enable you to make a valuable contribution. What are they? Number 4, what can I and only I do that if done well will make a real difference? There's only one answer to this question at any given time. This is something that you and only you can do. If you don't do it, no one else will do it instead. But if you do it and do it well, it can make a tremendous difference in your life and work. Number 5, what is the most valuable use of my time right now? This is the most important of all questions for setting priorities and overcoming procrastination. And every minute, every day, there's an answer to this question. Your ability to organize your life and to select your highest priority is a key measure of your intelligence and your effectiveness. Start today. Starting today, you should apply these key time management principles to every area of your life. Apply them to your work, family, health, exercise, routine, and financial decisions and activities. No excuses. You require tremendous discipline to set priorities and then stick to those priorities. You require the continuous succession of discipline and willpower to overcome those procrastination, and that holds most people back. However, the more discipline yourself to use your time well, the happier you feel and the better you be the quality of your life in every area. What stands between you and your goals are almost always problems and difficulties of some kind. Your ability to effectively solve the problems of daily life can have an enormous impact on your results and rewards. We'll talk about this in our next chapter, but today I want you to have an exercise. I want you to make a decision. There you have it. Now what we do understand about time is that it's the ability to choose the sequence of events. By exerting your self-discipline with regard to time, you can choose what to do first, second, and not at all. Right? So, I hope you have enjoyed this show, and if you want to continue watching more of this program, Solo Music, please do subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment, as well as send a like, share it, whatever. You know what you do on your phone or your computer at home. And of course, I don't want to forget the production team, my Paul over there. I see you. And absolutely, you guys have a good time. And until tomorrow, where we'll be talking about the first year tips. Keep up with the schedule as well, because next week we're going to be going to how to brand, decision making skills, and of course we're going to have a meeting with the manager as well. So stay tuned to BMTV. Do like the Facebook page, do like the Twitter page, as well as Instagram. And you can also follow me on all 3 platforms as well. Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. That's Millie G Music. And feel free to come in meet me one-on-one here at our BMTV premises, which are just located opposite Kawata Primary School, and we're just right across, you know what I'm saying? So guys, please share, and don't forget to support, please. One time, this is Solo Music. Bye bye.
Yonse tingo yambana kupeza pali ponze chabe tingo kambana chikwati chatu sichisebenza ine manje nayenda chimuzimu chovutika takana chimuzimu cha matenda takana tili na Yesu tipisha satana takana takana tili na Yesu tipisha satana.
And Psalm 91 is what we declare, that Father God, whatever comes our way, you be there as a shadow, and in you we shall hide and find rest, because of the greatness of the name.
Chimuzimu chopayana takana, chimuzimu chovutika takana, chimuzimu cha matenda takana, tili na Yesu tipisha satana. Takana, takana, tili na Yesu tipisha satana.
That we continue to declare. Protection is all what we continue to say. You are for us, in us, around us, and to lead us to victory. In the name that is above every other name.
Hallelujah, church. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one born sunshine, abanyoni nyoni. No, you would have been what I built you. Amen.
You said come as you are, so I have journeyed from far, Lord. I have come with my scars, so make me just as you are, Lord. You give me true peace, provide me with freedom. You make me complete, provide all my needs, so take all of me. Virekisa bichaminine yona inokuyano bwato walapanga Noah ichebo chenchad mu first Yohani chapter 4 obvious pale kuita kwanzi kwadi on the go
wetakaneza naitula muliwe bone wasulwa umule fintungile panone bona simpama na mulimwe
pole sasa lapo munyodi mwele sanshipopo ekati safe fodi kubanga nani mumuliro nshapyoke then mpangire nshiranga bamose shilaka champion shileka kofi Mama rejintafia ne wonseka kofi but I'm ready to leave all the burden kwisamba chipya feel the sudden kama ziwa sondi munshira paso nesa vis-a-vis no textoro kako mwenfo munimwe bosses inimwe komanda ni mwe bo muvere vere come as you are, so I have journeyed from far, Lord. I have come with my scars, so make me just as you are, Lord. You give me true peace, provide me with freedom. You make me complete, provide all my needs, so take all of me. Virekisa bichaminine yona inokuyano bwato walapanga Noah ichebo chenchad mu first Yohani chapter 4 obvious pale kuita kwanzi kwadi on the go
wetakaneza naitula muliwe bone wasulwa umule fintungile panone bona simpama na mulimwe tatane kungula ndipanshi kwabula imwe mfimbi fyanshi alanalishimba mulimwebo kwabula imwe nishteti kubena nebo mwabezaza zachimpelesha mulimwe ukumponya batumanga balesha bapapanalisha ntandi mumaboko ya mfumu finofine ndi kifokoloko pokusalika netibwera byatukukasalika balenze kasombole nomba
You said come as you are, so I have journeyed from far, Lord. I have come with my scars, so make me just as you are, Lord. You give me true peace, provide me with freedom. You make me complete, provide all my needs, so take all of me. Virekisa bichaminine yona inokuyano bwato walapanga Noah ichebo chenchad mu first Yohani chapter 4 obvious pale kuita kwanzi kwadi on the go
wetakaneza naitula muliwe bone wasulwa umule fintungile panone bona simpama na mulimwe
Truth is that true love knows no weather. Summertime and winter for worse or for better.
Nick says, pause for a little, listen. My princess, your crown is misplaced. You find that these days my little 10 of hearts hangs around with these spades. But there you are, one in a deck of cards. Honey, you set apart. You laugh, but I ain't joking, I'm speaking my heart. The math, 1 + 1 + God forever. When sunshine is mega in that stormy weather, we better live by the letter we vow. No separation allowed. Stick around, no jumping off on a turbulent cloud. Hold it down and leaving, I can't stomach it now. In a sentence, it's something like giving cheddar to cows. Yuck, covenant things are covenant things. Shout out, Mr. Chikondi gave a ring to a queen. Bowed down in recognition and it made him a king. Made it official, and love is a beautiful thing. Luya, Luya, talo jisi mwaga. Luya, Luya, talo jisi mwaga. Talo jisi mwaga.
Too many seasons, I'm never leaving. We're gonna chase some of the demons, I'm never leaving. As long as I'm breathing, I'm never leaving. As long as I'm breathing, I'm never leaving. Too many seasons, I'm never leaving. We're gonna chase some of the demons, I'm never leaving. As long as I'm breathing, I'm never leaving. As long as I'm breathing, I'm never leaving.
No butterflies in my tummy. First name no longer honey. Jokes no longer funny. What used to be cute now sorta disgusting. Love is pain, it's never pulling the punches. But when you're lame, it's love giving you crutches. Y'all, welcome to the production. Romance is the lights, love is the action. Mumfula na mukasuba. Ichite mwiko chachipobwa na mukubwa. Tekulanda fear you have to be a doer. Ichite mwiko chachamuka titeka putula. Love is not a feeling, believe me. Are you ready to give without receiving? Infidelity goes beyond sex. Say what you do and do what y'all say. That's love.
Luya,
That's love.
talo jisi mwaga. Luya, Luya, talo jisi mwaga.
Too many seasons, I'm never leaving. We're gonna chase them up and demons, I'm never leaving. As long as I'm breathing, I'm never leaving. As long as I'm breathing, I'm never leaving. Too many seasons, I'm never leaving. We're gonna chase them up and demons, I'm never leaving. As long as I'm breathing, I'm never leaving. As long as I'm breathing, I'm never leaving.
Truth is that true love knows no weather. Summertime and winter for us, all for better.
Maybe it's you, maybe it's me, maybe it's mostly. Maybe it's nothing close to anything we're posted. You can't give what you don't have, and you can't have what you don't give. That's love. Maybe it's you, maybe it's me, maybe it's mostly. Maybe it's nothing close to anything we're posted. You can't give what you don't have, and you can't have what you don't give. That's love.
Luya, Luya, talo jisi mwaga.
That's love.
Luya, Luya, talo jisi mwaga.
Talo jisi mwaga.